This is Spencer with the Colorado Avalanche Information Center. I have some preliminary information on a skier-triggered avalanche north of Bertha Pass that occurred on January 1st. The avalanche was on the second creek headwall on an easterly aspect starting just above treeline at 11,800 feet. It was about 250 feet wide, ran about 450 vertical feet, and was 1 to 4 feet deep across the crown. Ran as a hard slab, medium-sized relative to the avalanche path, large enough to bury and kill a person, but not quite big enough to destroy a car, and the sliding surface was old snow. The avalanche was triggered by the first skier down the slope, who entered along the yellow arrow, and from partway down the slope. We're guessing the trigger point was in the area of shallower snow where the wind slabs would have been thinner and softer. In this photo, it's the area that has more bare dirt and plants showing. The avalanche carried the victim for about 400 vertical feet through rough and rocky terrain, possibly being flushed through the chute or over the rock band. The victim was partly buried near the toe of the debris, about where the yellow star is, and able to keep his face free of snow. Apparently the victim was able to establish voice contact with his companion during their beacon search. The victim did require evacuation to medical care. On January 2nd, we did a quick crown profile near the skier's entry point. There was about a foot of wind slab that drifted on December 30th, 31st. I was sitting on a very hard, 4-inch thick layer of old snow. The avalanche probably fractured just below this layer, because there were several layers of very faceted snow about 2 feet deep below the hard layer. There was impressively large and impressively weak depth hoar just above the ground. We did not get propagation with ECTs. With shovel shears, the failures were hard, but clean and fast. These tests allow us to extrapolate the snowpack structure in the upper starting zone prior to the avalanche. The slab would have been strong. The slab thinned and the snowpack was shallower, and therefore weaker, further down the slope. As the skier descended into the shallower snow, probably triggered the avalanche from the lower edge of the slab. The fracture would have propagated back up the slope and pulled out the stronger, deeper snow above them. The preliminary report of triggering low on the slope is further supported by the skier's burial location. Was near the toe of the debris. Debris tends to end up relative to where it started, so if you were caught near the top of the slab, you end up in the upper portion of the debris, or if you were caught low on the slab, you tend to end up near the toe of the debris, as was the case in this incident. As I said, this is a preliminary report, and we will be finishing our report up over the next few weeks as we gather more information from parties involved and witnesses. This has been Spencer at the Colorado Avalanche Information Center. The preliminary report on the skier-triggered avalanche, Second Creek near Bertha Pass on January 1st.